Gentlemen, we strongly agree that qualitative research is based on a scientific way of inquiry. Because according to Taylor and Boggan, 1990, qualitative research is also holds on a phenomenon, situation, or event in which that comes from the totality of the situation that are based on what are the understandings of a researcher. And as a researcher, maybe there are some researchers do not have a background of the study, so they use the ground theory to use as a basis for their study, and this this will proposition for the approach of the scientific and empirical way of the research. And the research, we the side of the pros strongly and agreed that qualitative research is based on scientific way of method.
I oppose to what you said because I believe that qualitative research is not scientific way of inquiry because as to be termed as scientific, a method of inquiry is commonly based on empirical and measurable evidence that subject to specific principles of reasoning. Although qualitative research is use of making of observations which is summarized interpret on a narrative report, qualitative research does not produce any numerical data. So I believe that qualitative research is that specific way of inquiry.
So, as we all know, qualitative research is a deep study of any topic. There are different kinds of qualitative research, but they are united at the different level of paradigmatic level. How can you say that qualitative research is not a scientific way of inquiry if the scientist uses it in the research? Are you saying that Darwin's lifelong research of evolution and Galileo Galilei's research on his researches is not scientific? Those scientists uses qualitative research to explain their studies. Now, if you are saying that qualitative research is not a scientific, then that may sound like you don't believe on their researches and you don't respect the researches.
Well, not all the time research can be based as scientific inquiry. Why? Because qualitative research must be based on the data gathered. Yes, of course. Then, not all the time respondents their answer can be based as scientific inquiry. Most of them has a different answers which might not be based as a scientific inquiry. Why? Scientific inquiry must underwent into the process of scientific method. So we must disagree about that situation. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This house believes that the qualitative research is a scientific way of inquiry. The first speaker has mentioned that scientific is based on measurement. And he also states that doing a qualitative research is not basing a scientific measures. But let me inform you, ladies and gentlemen, that in doing a qualitative research, it also uses measurement. Let me state an example. In doing a business research, we are doing research, that's why we are measuring it, and just like nursing and other social sciences. And the second speaker has also tackled that scientific method should undergo a scientific method. Yes. But let me say that you should have your objectives in a clear method and having a fixed measurement about your research. Actually, according to the speaker, scientific inquiry doesn't mean that it will be based on scientific method. Well, it is to be said as scientific inquiry because it must be underwent a process in which it will be predict, or should I say it will be claimed as should be proven because of the scientific inquiry. So scientific inquiry must be proven by evidences, by experiments. So I should say that scientific inquiry should be in a method or process. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let me inform you that in research there is soft science, there is what we call soft science and hard science. Under the hard science is what we call the quantitative research, which is measurable, and that is what you are talking about measures and that scientific way. That is what we call the hard science, because hard science is under with chemistry, physics, and chemistry like that. But there is a soft science which is under in a qualitative research, where it tackles about social humanities, social sciences, nursing, and even nursing. That's why qualitative research became a scientific way, because we are also measuring the example. We are studying about nursing. We have to measure every medicines, every vials that we are doing. So it became the qualitative research became a scientific way of inquiry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly oppose to the qualitative research can be a scientific way of inquiry because qualitative research uses qualitative methods. But qualitative methods, not scientific methods, because the main idea of this qualitative research is to explore a broad research, not to test, rather than to test or present hypothesis. What if the data collected in this qualitative research is manipulated by the researchers? Well, the outcome of this research can be changed also. So what if that scenario will happen? How will you explain it to us?
You have mentioned that your data can be manipulated. We all know that we already tackled about manipulating a data, Mr. Autentico. We already tackled about the ethics of research, doing a research. So if you are already a researcher, you cannot manipulate your data because you have already studied it and you already know the ethics of research.
Well, in addition of the financial conclusion, quantitative research has also the types of grounded theory and also the foundation of research. Foundation of research is where it is the basic of the science and studies the knowledge of the researchers and also the beliefs and develops the specified the knowledge of each and every one.
So you mentioned a while ago qualitative research, it includes science. So science also includes a combination of numerical and numerical data. So did you know that qualitative research is not scientific because yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, even though the qualitative research, empirical is one of the types of qualitative research, you cannot say that qualitative research does not consider is a scientific way of inquiry just because it has the empirical. Because in qualitative research, it is not the research does not contain only numbers, but also contains all the explanations that the readers should understand. Because using just numbers other readers cannot understand what numbers said to that research.
Yes, we'll talk about qualitative research, which means experiences to all respondents that we may read our respondents. So how could you say that qualitative research is scientific basis or scientific inquiry if we based on the experiences of the respondents? What if we have different answers? How could you say that it is scientific inquiry?
Now, collecting data in qualitative research has different ways, right? We have the survey, the interviews, and observations. Now, if we use the observations, then you have noticed that the participants is not serious about his answers. Then there is a journal which you can write his or her reactions. To make the qualitative research a scientific, there are actually different methods you have to follow. You need to have the intellectual, the credibility, the reliability of your study, so that the qualitative research you have made can be considered as a scientific and proven, we call this truth and tested.
In addition, why do you always focus in the perception of the empirical? As we all know, that science also answers everything that are around us, and also the mathematics. And we should not also, as a researcher, we should not always focus or be biased on the perception of a one side. We should always focus, or we should also broaden our knowledge and ideas to the qualitative and quantitative research.
So this house stands and firmly believes that qualitative research is a scientific way of inquiry, and in that we rest our case.
Okay, this house opposed to the qualitative research because it doesn't reach the four characteristics of a scientist.